Okay, here is another Miller-Bessey miracle for you, and this one's for the record books. So for this, you just need the ace through 10 of clubs. Now, I will be assuming I have 3 spectators, spectator 1, 2, and 3. If you have fewer spectators, you'll just need to have one of those spectators remember more than one random selection. Okay, so it's not a big deal. So after the spectators have mixed the cards thoroughly, go ahead and set them out so that each of them can make a random selection here. So turn to spectator 1 and say, would you like to randomly choose one of these 10 clubs? Maybe they'll come in here and choose this one right here. Spectator 2, can you do the same? This one? Okay, I'll move those down. Spectator 3, which of these would you like? One at the bottom? Okay, that's fine. Okay, now since I don't have spectators here, we're all going to have to see what they selected. And to help us keep track of things, we're going to go ahead and just write those down. So spectator 1 randomly chose the 5 of clubs. Spectator 2, oh that's easy, 2 of clubs. Spectator 3, 6 of clubs. Okay, so we'll bring that out later to remind ourselves. But of course you wouldn't see these, right? These would be face down. And ideally, just have each spectator look at their own individual card without showing it to the others. Okay? And so at this point, what you would do is say, okay, well, why don't we pick up your freely chosen cards kind of randomly? So maybe I'll take spectator 1 here, 3, and then 2 like that. Okay? Now, since we know very much where the cards are, why don't we randomize the cards? We'll use the Klondike shuffle to begin. This is where you take the top and bottom cards off as one. And then let's go ahead and just deal into 2 piles with random stacking decided by any one of you. So you could turn to spectator 3 and say, how would you like these piles stacked? And they may say left on right. That's just fine. Now, a note to you as the performer, if they happen to ask for right on left, stay to the end and I'll explain the easy, quick adjustment that you'll need to make because of the random stacking of right on left, okay? But if they stack left on right, go ahead with what I'm going to show you right now. So at this point, you just pick up the cards and you turn to spectator 1 and you say, what is the identity of the card that you saw? Now, the amazing thing with this routine is even if you have an obstinate spectator who thinks, okay, I'm going to lie about the identity of my card, you're still going to succeed as the performer. Okay, so let's say spectator 1 is going to be truthful. And so their card, if you remember, was the 5 of clubs. So all you do is just spell out 5 of clubs. F-I-V-E, drop the rest on top. O-F, drop the rest on top. C-L-U-B-S, and that will bring a unique card to the top. Set that in front of spectator 1. Spectator 2, what was the card that you saw? And just to remind you, it was the 2. And let's say they're truthful as well. 2 of clubs? Okay, very good. T-W-O, 2. O-F of C-L-U-B-S. Okay, what card has risen to the top? We don't know, but we'll find out in just a moment. Spectator 3, what was the identity of the card that you saw? And this time, why don't we operate under the assumption that they're not truthful? Okay, now if you remember, their card was actually the 6 of clubs, right? That was the actual card that they chose. And maybe they say 7 of clubs. And you say, okay, very good. That's your card. S-E-V-E-N, drop the rest on top. O-F, drop the rest on top. C-L-U-B-S, and then go ahead and set the new top card in front of them. Okay. And then you just recap everything that was done. We started with ace through 10 of clubs. We randomized them thoroughly, or one of the spectators did. And then each of you freely chose a card from among those 10. And then we mixed the packet thoroughly. We did a Klondike, and then we did a left-right, in which you were able to randomly choose the stacking order, okay? And I think you chose left on right, okay? And then I just asked you for the identity of each of your cards and use that card name to spell a card that would bring a single card to the top. And these are the very cards associated with the answers that you gave me. Okay, so if I remember, Spectator 1, I believe you said your card was the 5 of clubs. Can you turn that card over? Spectator 1 will go, oh, how in the world did you do that? See, Spectator 2, I think you told me your card was the 2 of clubs. Take a look at your card. That is amazing. Now, Spectator 3, you seemed a little bit more hesitant, but you told me that your card was the 7 of clubs. Take a look at your card. Oh boy, okay, that's not the 7 of clubs. So it appears that 2 of you were truthful. Spectator 1 and 2 gave truthful answers, and then you can just laser focus on Spectator 3 and say, was the 7 of clubs truly the card that you saw and noted? And almost certainly through body language, a grimace, a squirm, you're going to quickly discern, as will the other 2 spectators, that Spectator 3 told a fib. Their card was actually the 6 of clubs, and it was perfectly revealed by the cards themselves. So if you do everything that I showed you, this will work perfectly. Now, the only thing I need to point out that I mentioned was when you get down to a left-right pile that have been dealt, if they choose to have the left pile on top of the right, proceed as I did within this performance here. If for whatever reason they ask for right on left, so let me just kind of show that here. So let's say 5 and 5. We're not going to rework the whole thing, but you get to this point, you've dealt them out into 2 piles. Spectator 2, how should we stack these? And they say right on left. Okay, we really secretly want left on right. Okay, if they choose that, just think about a simple way that you can move the top 5 cards to the bottom. And perhaps one of the easiest ones is just to spell the word magic, which is not going to raise any suspicion since you're looking at a card magic trick. You say, okay, well, as a final randomization element, we did a Klondike, then we did a left-right. Why don't we just spell the word magic for good luck? M-A-G-I-C, drop the rest on top, and then you've moved the half, in particular the left-hand pile, to the top where you need it to be. Okay, so thank you for watching, and take a look at other videos on the Absolute Math Magic channel.